Just gonna be a daddy.
I hate you so much.
Jeff, I want my Lanierland lunch on Friday.
Oh,
Which
look at
one
that.
of these? Which one of these is
How
like
am I
a
gonna do
3-minute
that?
long music
I'll
track?
be there.
Beware.
One of these is like a 3-minute long.
Gainesville.
Well, I won't.
You know what? I need to bring.
I don't come into
think
the
this
office
is
for
it.
2 days.
I think
a
that
week.
was
No,
it.
no, that one's one.
I've got something that will lay
We'll have to
over
figure
that
this
so we
one.
can label.
This is the 3-minute track. Okay, it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
red. Okay.
Welcome to the Basketball Pick'em Show that doesn't keep stats on the Basketball Pick'em Show. I'm Bo Wilson alongside Jeff Hart.
It's a good thing.
That's
Coach
a really
Chad
good
Pittman, Walter Kerr McQuarrie, and as always, behind the screen, behind the camera, Seth Chapman. What's up, fellas?
I was the only one to pick the third-ranked Providence Christian team over Union, and, of course, was the only one to lose that game. How did that happen?
It happens often with you, Jeff.
Oof.
Are you saying I'm the problem?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I mean, I was the only one that picked the third-ranked Lumpkin County girls to win by double digits against second-ranked Wesleyan, and look where that got me, a 23-point win.
I think there's some collusion
Mic
going
drop.
on, and you should be investigated.
I totally agree. I think he made me pick wrong.
I'm just saying this Lumpkin County team, David Dowse always gets rolling at this time of the year, and when they beat White County by 25,
Come
I
on,
knew
Walker.
that,
We know why you said that.
why did I say that? Tell me.
If we could have seen the table last week, you would have been bleeding purple all over it. That's why.
I mean, I call things like I see them.
Oh.
You're like a magic man then, because the game ain't even happened.
So
when
who's
you
winning
called
the
it.
Super Bowl so I can go ahead and
Yeah.
get an early bet?
Give me your first 5 numbers of the Mega Millions tonight.
I don't play the lottery, but I'll go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go.
All right. Hey,
Beautiful.
And Super Bowl champs, I will go ahead and say this. I like the 49ers with Brock Purdy.
Okay.
really?
Hey, that would be pretty
Saying.
good if it happened, wouldn't it?
There it is.
There it is. I would be interested to know Coach Chad Pittman's, I don't know, knowledge of what, Tuesday night's action was there. Very interesting.
A lot of close games.
A lot of close games.
Yeah, I mean, but this time of year you expect that. So I actually went down and watched West Hall and Lumpkin boys.
Mm-hmm.
That was a thriller to the end. West Hall pulled it out. White and Wesleyan, you've got the scores here. That was 50-46. I'm hoping for his sake and their team's sake, Jaden Ye, thumb injury last night, left the game. So I'm not sure about his status. That's the only thing I heard today. So if he's out, that's going to make a huge impact on their team and
That
their
whole
region.
region.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a region player of the year
Chestatee
last year,
boys,
wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah. Chestatee boys, big win at East last night to hold on by 4 or 5. Same thing for the Bluff boys, held on to win by 2 at East Hall. East Hall's playing tons
we called
better.
That. Me and Bo called that.
Let's see what else. The girls' race in 8-4A tightened up because Chestatee got beat by East. So if I'm right on
Three-way
this,
tie.
I don't know if it's a 3-way because East Forsyth lost to the Bluff. So I think they're in third. East Forsyth girls lost to the Bluff early on.
No, we know North Hall
so
and
North Hall and
Chestatee
Chestatee
tied.
should be a 2-way battle now. But North Hall still has East Forsyth. So anyway, if you can go through all that, wow. A lot of good basketball, a lot of close games. East Hall had the huge victory on Saturday night on Flowery Branch.
Yeah, the sweep there.
So, yeah, a lot
Who
of
saw that?
So
of
let's
stuff going on.
you mentioned that, okay. East Hall boys, let's talk about them for just a moment because we've watched them, Joe coming back obviously to take the program over again. We've seen a steady progression out of East Hall, who lost a boatload of talent to graduation. CJ Arcletus Agmore Sangaya was out early part of the season with an injury, and now it seems like maybe, Coach, and from your experience, East Hall, are they one of the teams you don't want to see in the region tournament?
Well, in that region, of course, we've talked about it many times. They kind of have the play-in games per se. I wouldn't want to be in the playing
Right.
game with them.
Right.
Because Holtzclaw is playing well. CJ is, playing much better. And then the other kids, the
Harrison,
sophomores that were playing.
Freshman Harrison.
Yes, they're all progressing.
Right.
So, yeah, you don't want to play them in the playing game or you might be playing yourself out.
Yeah. Well, let's get to our conversation games as we look down on Friday night's action. We'll start first with the West Hall at White County boys, and Coach just alluded to an injury to the Region 7 3A Player of the Year in Jaden Ye with his thumb. I'm assuming, Coach, that's the right hand. He's right-handed, correct?
I didn't get the fine details.
Or shooting hand, let's
just
say
know
that.
that he went out of the game and apparently did not return.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
So,
Wow.
don't know.
That's,
West Hall's been one of those teams that has played region competition close.
all year.
All year, and they're right there in the standings at 5-3, sitting behind White County and Wesleyan. So
It's a big. It's
a big
huge,
game for both teams,
It
but
is.
maybe even bigger for West Hall in a way.
I think so, and West Hall's been kind of streaky. I mean, they got off to the hot start, then they went out to the tournament, and they kind of were shaky in Lanier Land, and they lost a few in a row, and then they started to put it back together, and they've got three. They have a trio that can do damage against just about anybody. So it's really about how well they play defense, and they're not real tall. When I say not real tall, it's just rebounding can be an issue. Sometimes we saw that at
For
Lanier
White County?
White County both. This is an really interesting game. If Ye is out, I think I'm going to have to – I'll go ahead and start the pick. I think I'm going to have to take the Spartans in an upset in Cleveland because if Ye is out of the game, when I saw them, the last game I saw, Ye scored like 41 points of their 60. And who's going to come with them? And if they don't really have a big scorer outside of Jaden Ye, I think I'm going to have to give the edge to West Hall, even being on the road.
Walker, we haven't heard from you. Jump in, buddy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go the other way. I think that playing in Cleveland, regardless of if Jaden Ye plays or not, I think that White County can get this win, and I'll pick them to win the game solely because they'll play defense, knowing that they don't have the 40 points a night that Jaden Ye can put out there, and then in turn, somebody ends up stepping up. You never know who it's going to be, but in Cleveland, it's such a tough place to play with that crowd in the gym just yelling that's right on top of you. I think that White County wins this game. West Hall keeps it really close. This may even go into overtime, but I think maybe that White County's defense can pull them through in a close game.
You're calling an overtime game.
Overtime.
I said it may go into overtime.
Sound
I
like
didn't call it. I said I may.
Look, I got to beg to differ with you, Jeff Rowe.
Me?
Yeah, when you talk about West Hall not having a whole lot of size, you've got Andrew
No, they
Mallon,
have size.
6'3".
But I've
You got
seen them in
Isaiah Holder, who's at 6'5".
But what did we
else,
see in Lanier Land?
What else
They
do we
didn't
have?
rebound the ball.
Yeah, we saw that in Lanier Land, but that was back in December.
I think the games that they've struggled, they don't rebound very
Look,
well.
West Hall and Lumpkin play each other close. White County, if the injury does keep Jaden Ye out, I think there will be somewhat of a offensive letdown. I'll say
definitely.
somewhat
I mean, if he plays,
in that
they
one.
win, but
We don't know if it's shooting hand or if it's his left hand or if he can even move his finger these days. So, but it's in White County. It's in the land of Cleve. I'm going to pick the Spartans to win this one, Coach.
oh.
So,
But
Coach, you
were
said that you were
differing
at
with
West
me.
Hall.
I'm sorry,
Lumpkin
not the
was-
Spartans.
Oh, no,
I'm
no,
gonna
he's on
pick-
record now,
I'm
just
gonna
like y'all
pick-
do me. He's on
I'm
record.
going to pick the Warriors.
I was about to say that
No.
sounded like
Yeah.
the opposite of
No,
what you wanted
yeah.
to say.
Wait,
I'm
a
gonna-
second. Hey.
Coach.
All right, Coach, what you
before-
got?
Before Seth and you pick, you were at that West Hall Lumpkin game that West Hall won close. Did Faulkner play for Lumpkin, or is he still out?
He's still out. MRI
Yeah, so
today.
I think that kind of factors into the whole defensive mindset thing that I've got with White County. Lumpkin, without their star player, keeps West Hall team scoring low points,
Right.
and they have to squeak out a win. I think White County can do the same thing, but be on the other side.
Right.
Seth, what do you think, buddy?
I saw this game earlier this year. I saw it when it was at West Hall. I saw this game, and White County came out with the win in that one as well.
1 point game.
1 point game, super, super close. But White County came out with the win. I think the home field advantage, or home court advantage rather, is really
Field
gonna
court.
It's really, I mean, one's got grass, one doesn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if they play on a field, they're going to be tired.
Yeah, probably.
So who are you picking?
I'm going White County on this one. I got a chance to talk to Mr. Ye earlier this year, and not Kanye. And he really expressed.
Well done.
And he really expressed he expressed kind of the step up mentality of this team. Even if he is not able to play, I believe they're definitely gonna embrace that attitude, step up, and get the job done.
When do you have your interview with
Coach.
Kanye?
I do not.
Hey, Coach, before you make your pick, I got to say something. Seth's gonna be a daddy.
We did this last week. I am
Getting closer.
I am very excited about it. However, you continue to make me less and less excited every single time you do something like this.
Is it the singing?
Yeah.
Congratulations. I'll go ahead with a pick.
Thank
that way
you.
we keep going.
Yeah, please.
So I personally feel like in 7 AAA that West Hall's starting 5 collectively is as good as anyone else's starting 5.
There you go.
So with their size, the way they're playing, it seems to be going their way. Even if Ye plays, I'm still picking the Spartans.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate you coming over and showing me some support. I love the White County team, but
you've already made your pick, Jeff.
I know, but if they don't have Ye,
what's the next one, Bo?
As we move down the hill here, Buford is traveling over to Mill Creek. I want to say this game was close.
Yeah, 77-74. Buford got the win at home.
Are we talking about boys or girls?
This one was a double overtime, wasn't it?
I think it did go into overtime. I can't remember. But it was a 3-point victory. It was a hard-fought game.
I'm pretty I was at it. I was there, and I look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's double overtime.
I don't think any of the rest of us 4 were there, so we're counting on you here.
Either way, I remember sending somebody else out to go cover something else, and we were going to meet up, and I had to keep telling him, give me a little longer.
I got you.
Give me a little longer.
So the girls handled Mill Creek 68-35.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think you're correct.
I think the boys.
While you're verifying that, I'll jump in.
Go for
Buford Mill Creek.
Jump.
I think it's turned into quite the rivalry now that Buford has stepped up into 7A. It's at Mill Creek. Too much of the Watson for Buford. The girls' game, double-digit win for the Buford girls. They continue on their path to possibly go deep in the state playoffs again this year. For Mill Creek boys, I think, again, the heat of the battle from the football season carries over. It was a great game the first night at Mill Creek. I'm going Mill Creek boys by single digits.
I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to take Buford. I think Buford's starting to really kind of find their way a little bit. They're 4-1 in the region. Yeah, this was a close game, but that was earlier in the season. I like the way Buford's playing right now. I'm going to take the Wolves on the road.
I can't confirm your double overtime game because I can't find it anywhere, but I'll go ahead and make my pick on this. Of course, the Buford girls will roll against Mill Creek. By the way, you can hear this game live on AM 515 FM 102.9 as Coach Chad Pittman and Caleb Hutchins will have the call of the game. Mill Creek, such a close game. The atmosphere is probably going to be crazy over there. Electric. It was a close game before. Yes, Jeff.
Is there any rumor that Dan Kiley will be there?
More than likely, Dan Kiley will.
And want to get on the air.
Just looked at my text to our other cameraman, Ryan Davis, that we send out occasionally. Yes, while I was at Buford. No, it's looking like double. Yeah, double overtime.
So
text to
double
him.
overtime. All right, so Collins Hill and Buford at the top of the region standings there, right?
Right.
Okay. Then you've got Seconder in there. Anybody?
So the team from
negative.
Yeah.
The team from 8-4A.
8-4 is now playing. Yeah, it's third in that
8-7A.
region. Yeah.
Okay, just check.
Mill Creek at 3-3. They need the win very badly. I think I'm going to go on, I think, Coach's side of this coin here and pick Mill Creek in a close one at home.
Walker?
I'll take every word that Bo and Coach just said and just reiterate it. I think Buford girls roll. I think that the heat of this rivalry, like you said, Coach, it's just rolling from sport to sport now that you're playing each other in region games that, you know, while all games matter, these games matter just a little bit more for some reason. And I think that Mill Creek wins very, very close at home, setting up what could be a very fun matchup in region tournament action later on in February.
I'll agree with it. I'll agree.
Ditto.
Split for Buford girls to roll over, and we'll take Mill Creek boys.
Okay. So that's going to be a daddy.
I'm all alone.
Flowery Branch.
I am all alone with Buford. Okay.
Winder Barrow.
You barely got done singing before I muted you.
Yeah, I know.
Barely.
And,
saw my finger move.
Look, guys, here's another team that needs a region win, Flowery Branch.
Wow.
They are sitting at 5-3 of the region. There's a three-way tie at the top, 7-2 with Eastside, Heritage, and Winder Barrow. If Flowery Branch can get the job done against Winder Barrow, then that would move them up into that third spot. We all know how seeding is, for your region tournament, and then, of course, for the state tournament. But, guys, Flowery Branch losing Saturday because it didn't play on Tuesday, but losing last Saturday to East Hall, I don't know what to say. Other than we've said East Hall is a much improved team.
I did hear
right
a
now.
sneaky rumor that I'm not sure Flowery Branch had all their kids on Saturday.
Okay.
I did
That
hear
would
that.
explain.
But I don't want to say a whole lot about that because I don't want to take away from what we've said about East Hall. They're playing well, and so give them credit for going and getting that win. But I'm not sure they had everybody. Do we know Flowery Branch Winder the first game outcome? Have they already played once? I'm assuming at this point in the season.
More than likely.
Not sure.
I
didn't bring
Without-
my computer this
Flowery
time. I didn't
Branch,
bring
if
my
I'm-
computer this time.
Okay, so Flowery Branch, I think, split with Eastside and Heritage, right? Because
Yeah.
I want
I
to
know
say
they beat
I
Eastside
picked
once.
them opposite, so I want to say they've won one of those and they're tied for first.
So they lost to Winder Barrow 69-65 back on January 3rd, then come back with an Eastside win 58-56. Knocked off Loganville. Heritage beat them 67-61.
right, but they beat Eastside.
Yes.
They did beat
So
Eastside.
they're right. I mean, that top four is really beating each other.
Yeah,
So I'll go ahead and jump out there then with mine. Flowery Branch kind of in a must-win situation, backs against the wall. The two bigs are going to stand out and play well. So I'm going Branch by single digits at Winder Barrow.
See, I was going to go Branch as well, just because they're going to have, 4 practices to get ready for Winder Barrow, and that's all they have to focus on. They didn't have to play Tuesday, a couple extra days to get rested up. I think that Flowery Branch goes into the home of the Double G Bulldogs and gets the win.
The Double G.
Yeah, I'm going to ditto what you just said. I think so too. As you said, the extra practice time that they're going to have without the gameplay. But, I think as Coach said, you got Faye Honors, you got Tyleek Worth. It's going to be key for them to stand out and have the game against Winder Barrow, because talking to Coach earlier in the season, he felt like Winder Barrow was one of the better teams in the region. Well, that's obviously true, but you're going into their house. But I'm going to roll with the Falcons in this one to get back on the winning track.
Yeah, Faye Honors, I don't know how much he played, but he only scored like 2, maybe 4 points in that game, so maybe he was limited. But I still like him and Worth inside like that. I mean, that's a tough matchup for anybody, and I think that I agree with y'all. The time off. Let's get these things righted and make a final push here in the region. I'm going to go with the Falcons on the road.
Falcons soar.
Welcome to the dark side.
So that's going to be a daddy. Rundown games
you
now.
missed one.
Oh, we missed one.
Chestatee and Madison.
Chestatee,
Oh, I did. I rolled right over Chestatee and Madison. What am I thinking there? Get out
You're
of
gonna get
order.
some mail about
This one's
that
going to
one.
be
You
very
are
interesting.
too busy poking
Yes.
fun at me
Sorry.
to run this show.
Sorry, Daddy. So
So I think this one. I think this is a big matchup. You guys are all clowning. I'm gonna keep
11 in a
going.
row, Coach.
11 in a row
do
for
I
Madison
need this
County.
job?
And here's a very maybe interesting stat that I don't know that I would have thought at the beginning of the season, but Madison, North Oconee, Seconder, and Walnut Grove have not been beaten by this side of the subregion. So, that side at this point, I think it would be easy to say they are the stronger of the two sides.
Oh, yeah.
Just by a little bit.
So, now the games have been close, speaking of your little bit, so there you go. But the games have been really close.
Y'all were a witness to that on air. He just made fun of my shortness.
I would.
Wow.
Somebody was talking. So I would say that I'm going to go out on a limb here.
I hear cracking.
I think it's time for somebody to flip the script. So I think with Will Banks' rebounding, I think he's going to have 20-plus and double-digit rebounds. Even though Madison's won 11 in a row, it's time to get the bump in the road. Go War Eagles.
Look, my kids were in the Chestatee system. I would love to see Chestatee pull this off. Love it when they're playing well, and they are playing well. Big win on Tuesday. But I'm going to go and stay with the fact that the north part of the region can't beat the south part of the region. And I don't think this is when it's going to happen. So I'm going to go with Madison County. I think that side is too strong.
Look, it's time to break the streak. 11-game winning streak for Madison County. Of course, beating North Oconee on Tuesday to, I think, stay on top of the region standings, sub-region standings, let me put it that way, of which we have to go in and manually figure out. Thank you, Max Preps. Chestatee does have to go to Madison County. That is a long road trip, but I don't think that really matters. I think you mentioned it, Will Banks. If he can dominate against Madison County, or at least halfway dominate and be a factor in that game for them, I'm going to roll with Chestatee.
Okay.
I agree with Jeff Hart. I think that Madison County.
Are we recording this?
I think,
unfortunately, we are.
That's the right sound effect there, Seth, that I heard faintly in my ears. I think that the south part of the region is just so tough right now. I think Chestatee keeps this game close. Don't get me mistaken there. I think that the way that they're playing and the way Will Banks is starting to turn it on can keep this game close. But I think Madison County has enough down the stretch to be able to squeak out a win and extend the winning streak to 12.
What do you think, Seth?
I'm going to stay with the War Eagles.
There it is.
Let's break the streak, guys.
I will say this about this region, though. Yes, the other side is perfect against the north side, side A, B, whatever you want to call it. But the games are close. I don't think it's a David and Goliath scenario.
Yeah.
So I feel like that. Now, I do think if you're on this side, that number 1 seed, number 2 seed is a big deal.
Oh, huge.
But I don't think it's David and Goliath. So we're going to find out Friday night. Go Chestatee.
We're going
to find out.
Coach
think the
Pittman's
north side
interesting stat of the show. Love it.
I think the north side is waiting to pull the upsets in the region tournament.
Oh, that's what they all told me. Let's roll down, Jeff, with the rundown games here as we start at the top of the list.
Jeff, you remember the rules, correct?
Yeah, do you remember the rules?
I'm protesting already because last week I was very quick on making my
Athens
pick.
Academy at Union County.
I want to go back and find the tape on that.
Athens Academy sweep.
Special note, you have 1 minute and 15 seconds. Go.
I'm taking Union County.
I'm going to take Union in the sweep as well.
Union in the sweep.
Union County sweep for me.
Union sweep.
Bethlehem Christian at Lakeview Academy. Region game, by the way.
Lakeview Academy sweep.
Lakeview sweep.
Lions sweep.
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to go with that also.
Yeah, we'll go with that. LA sweep there. Cedar Shoals at the Bluff. I'm going to go with the Bluff sweep.
I'm going to go with the Bluff sweep also.
Bluff sweep.
Bluff sweep.
Bluff sweep as
Go
well.
Bears.
Chestatee at Madison County girls game.
Lady War
Chestatee.
Eagles. Lady War Eagles.
Lady War Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the War Eagles.
We
as
love
well.
you, Coach Shirley. Go War Eagles.
Although he's probably not happy with us. But anyway, Commerce at Rabun County.
Rabun sweep.
I'm going to take a Raven in a sweep.
Oh, yeah. Rabun in a sweep there.
Same for me.
EFO at Walnut Grove. Oof.
I'm going to go.
EFO girls, Grove boys.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Seth?
What was that? I was messing with the board.
He's going with a split. You're good.
Yeah,
Seth.
you're good. We
Are
got
y'all
you.
going to berate him the way you do me?
East Jackson at Providence Christian.
He's doing a lot more jobs than we are,
go,
Jeff. Providence
East,
sweep.
I'm going to go East sweep. There you go.
I'm going to go with Providence sweep.
Man, I was burned by them on Friday.
Okay, we'll pick it.
I'm going to take Providence boys, East Jackson girls.
Flowery Branch girls at Winder Barrow. I'm going to go with Branch girls in this one.
Branch girls.
Welcome to the dark side.
Yeah, I'll go with the Branch girls.
Go Branch.
George Walton Academy at Riverside. I'll go with GWA.
Yeah.
George Walton.
George Walton.
Yep.
Same for me.
GSIC at Towns County. What is that?
I don't know. I'm taking Towns in a sweep.
Town sweep.
Indian
Sure.
sweep.
At Towns, that's a long way and a hard gym to win in.
I'm going to
Towns.
go with a TC sweep.
We love it.
Hab Central at Gainesville.
Red Elephants.
Yeah, I'm going to
Gainesville
both.
sweep.
big red rolls.
No, sir.
Agreed.
No.
Not so fast.
Whoa.
Oh, you're
Uh-oh.
going to pick Hab girls over big red, right?
Hab girls.
I
They
knew
just
you
had a
would.
big win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who'd they just beat?
North Forsyth.
Yeah, they had a big win. So that's huge. I think they're carrying their momentum.
Wait,
and I am going to go Gainesville boys.
Hold on a second. Are the Lady Red Elephants, or they short a player?
Yes, Kalani Young is out for the season.
You know what?
Injury? What? Like?
Knee injury.
Red elephant
Oh,
sweep.
sad
This
day.
is the rundown. You already picked. We're keeping it going.
So sorry, Jeff. Jackson County at North Forsyth. I'll go with a no-fo sweep.
No faux sweep.
No
no
foe
sweep.
No foe sweep.
Jefferson at East Side. I'll go with the Lady Dragons and the East Side Boys.
Same.
I'll agree with that
Same.
split.
Yep.
Same for me.
Lumpkin at Gilmer. Don't say county.
Lumpkin girls, Gilmer boys.
Same for me.
Yeah,
Same
ditto
I am
that.
split.
gonna go
I'll
with-
copy the split again.
I'm taking an Indian sweep. The Lumpkin
Actually-
boys have played very tough lately. I
They
feel like
really
this
have.
is one they can get.
Yeah.
Really have.
Yeah.
Officials in LJ are different.
I was going to say, it's tough. It's tough. When
Hey, you
cross
get some
that
apples
line.
while you're up there.
When you cross the line, it's a tough.
Good old cider.
Is it really that different?
So tasty.
It is.
North Oconee at Johnson.
North Oconee.
No
North
co
Oconee.
sweep.
It's going to be a Titan sweep there. Pinecrest Academy at LCA.
I'm going to go LCA girls.
I'm going to go with you,
and Pine Crest boys.
boys.
Yes,
I'm
I will
going
agree
that
with
too.
that. Yes.
Love it.
All right,
Agreed.
Seconder at North Hall. I'll go with the
Is
Lady
this a-
Trojans and Seconder
Is
boys.
this a non-region game for
Yes.
Seconder?
North Hall sweep.
I'm gonna agree with Walker. North Hall sweep.
I'm going Seconder boys. They're pretty good.
Yeah, Seconder
Pretty good,
boys
kids.
and North Hall girls.
Defense
The problem, the
travels.
reason you don't know that is because they are in Region 8, 7A
On Max Prep.
on Max Preps. That's why you don't know that.
They'll
West,
be in Murrayville Friday, though, I can promise you.
West Hall at White County girls.
White County.
Lady
White County.
Warriors, big
Lady Warriors.
in that one.
Alrighty.
Hey guys,
That
that's
it?
it. Hey, look,
Was
boom.
I fast enough that time?
No, but
Unfortunately, not.
I quit.
But look,
I
listen.
still ran through 3 song tracks.
Listen, I got you some programming notes here, guys. Again, AM 550, FM 102.9. Tonight, you can hear Coach Chad Pittman and his wisdom on the air with Caleb Hutchins, as they will be Buford at Mill Creek, AM 550, 102.9. What happened to the music? I love the music. Play it
you
again.
guys
Play it
ran
again.
out of
there
time.
It is.
Ran out of time.
There
How
it
did we run
is.
out of time?
On AM
Can't wrap up a
1240.
show in 20 seconds.
Listen, on AM 1240 and 94.5 FM, The Lake, you can hear the Habersham Central at Gainesville game. Myself and Gene Anderson will have the call of that game. Also, check us out on Twitter at WDUN Sports. We'll have scores, highlights, and more there. Seth will be out zooming around, getting some video and photos as well of the action on the night. And AccessWDUN.com is where you find a lot of that information. Yes, Coach?
And we want to know your picks.
Oh, yeah.
Comment. Let us know.
Yeah.
Please.
Comment.
This
Comment.
show is too constraining.
Comment down here.
Do not be afraid. You are not afraid to
comment.
approach us in real life.
I'm
Do
putting
not
my
be afraid
2-week
to
notice
approach
in
us
on this
on the
show.
show.
But we got to get out of here, folks.
2-week notice on this
enjoy,
show.
enjoy all the wonderful basketball action coming up later on tonight. So long, everyone. Bye-bye.